My heart pounded as I hit send. The resume was perfect, a masterpiece of carefully curated exaggerations. I'd stretched a 6-month internship into a full year and given myself a fancier title. It felt wrong, but in a city this competitive, it felt necessary. I just wanted a chance. A week later, an email lit up my phone. Congratulations, welcome to Innovatech Dynamics. I couldn't believe it. The salary was more than I'd ever made. My tiny lie had worked. The imposter syndrome was deafening, but the relief was louder, or so I thought. Walking into the lobby felt like stepping into the future. Glass walls, minimalist furniture, and the quiet hum of money. I clutched my new security pass, my reflection staring back from the polished marble floor. I felt like I didn't belong, but the strangest part wasn't my own anxiety. The main office was a ghost town. Dozens of state-of-the-art workstations were powered on, screens glowing with the company logo, but every single chair was empty. It was pristine, silent, and deeply unsettling. Where was everybody? Was I the first one here? Suddenly, a man appeared. "Welcome," he boomed. This was Julian, the CEO. He was charismatic, impeccably dressed, and spoke entirely in buzzwords. He talked about synergy, disruption, and paradigm shifts, but he never once said what the company actually did. It was a perfect speech about absolutely nothing. Julian then introduced me to my team, 4 other people who had also just started. We all exchanged nervous glances, a silent question passing between us. "Are you as confused as I am?" We were the only employees in this entire massive space. What kind of company was this? Our first assignment was to ideate on aspirational branding. No product, no client, no goal, just think about what makes people want things. We spent the day in a conference room sharing vague ideas. It felt less like a job and more like a bizarre psychological experiment. Then Friday came, the paycheck hit my account exactly as promised. It was real. The money was real. This rush of validation almost made me forget the strangeness of it all. Almost. But one question kept nagging at me: where was this money actually coming from? I decided to look for answers in the employee handbook Julian had given us. I opened the expensive, leather-bound book, but inside, every single page was blank. It wasn't a misprint. It was intentional. The beautiful cover was just another empty promise. What were they hiding? Fueled by suspicion, I stayed late one night. The empty office felt even more menacing in the dark. Tucked away in a corner, hidden behind a fake plant, I found it, a door with no label, locked tight. It wasn't on the fire escape plan. I had to know what was inside. I managed to pry the door open. It wasn't a server room. It was a warehouse packed to the ceiling with thousands of boxes. Inside were cheap, generic products: phone chargers, water bottles, knockoff sneakers. All of it was unbranded, low-quality junk. The truth began to click into place. Innovatech Dynamics didn't have clients because we were the client. Our aspirational branding research was being used to create fake lifestyle brands online. We were the marketing engine for a massive dropshipping scam, selling cheap junk with a fancy story. My dream job was a lie. The next morning, I confronted Julian. He didn't even flinch. He just smiled. "I knew you were sharp," he said. He wasn't angry I'd found out. He was impressed. Then came the offer that made my blood run cold: a promotion to manage one of the fake brands. "You lied on your resume to get in here," Julian said, his voice smooth as silk. "You already know how to sell a story that isn't true. You're a natural. You're one of us." He was right. My small lie had led me here. Was this who I was now? I looked at the new contract. It represented everything I thought I wanted: financial security, an impressive title, an escape from my old life. But it was built on a mountain of deceit. My lie was a crack in the pavement. This was a sinkhole. I put the pen down. I couldn't sign it. My lie got me in the door, but it didn't have to define my entire life. I walked out of that office, away from the easy money and the empty promises, leaving the bigger lie behind. I was unemployed again, but for the first time in months, I wasn't a fake.